Well, good morning, Interbet fans, and welcome to the preview for Scottsville, Wednesday, the 25th of January, and we're only 3 days away from the Met. So let's have a look at this race meeting, 8-race program, 23 pentometer, 7.5 meter false rail, and the course should be absolutely perfect, had very little racing. So let's kick off with the first 12.25 maiden juvenile plate for fillies, and they go 1,000 meters. And it's very difficult to go against African folklore unless there's a real springer in the market. Does look like the right horse. Very nice first run. Showed a lot of pace and will improve from that run, I would have thought. Secret Wings didn't run a bad race. Gets Sasibo. He comes down from Joburg to ride it. And really, there's no support for any of the first-timers, so that's the way we've got to look at it. Race 2, a maiden plate, 1,200 meters. Lazy Guy is your favourite with the scratching of Super Fast. He's got good form, but he really looks limited, this horse, and as a result, I'm looking elsewhere. And I think that maybe Axel Collins would be the right horse, the Peter Muscat trained horse, but the Muscat Yard hasn't been in very good form. So that's got to be taken with a bit of pinch of salt. Future of Energy gets blinkers. That's a big update as well and worth including in your bipots. Race 3. This is a maiden plate and they go 1,200 meters. And I made it a three-cornered contest. Let's see. 9, Majestic Rain, another Muscat runner with Tristan Godden aboard it. I thought this was the one they all had to beat. But then have a close look at Maserati Raw and Royal Oasis, 2 and 3. Both got chances and would go well in a race like this. Maserati Raw probably got the most room for improvement, but Majestic Rain does look like he's got some ability. Race 4, maiden plate, they go 1,400 meters, another three-corner contest in 9-horse field. African Dusk is my top choice, number 3. Gets a 2.5 claim. I think that this horse has got some ability, and I think he'll go on, but I think he might need a bit more ground in this this type of trip. So he's been running on, he's been running well, and I expect him to go extremely well. One Uncle Lucky's got a couple of good runs, and Yenny sticks with him. And then Miraculous Band, another Muscat runner. So Peter Muscat's got 3 very decent runners today, and if the stable turns a corner, you could see some improvement there. And the blinkers have been put on Miraculous Man. Race 5, this is a merit-rated handicap for fillies and mares over 1,600, and I'm going strongly with number 4, Lucky Miss. I think this is the right horse here. She certainly looks like the headgear has improved her. She's been a bit unlucky. She gets gates. He rode her last time. Inspiring, not really, but there you go. And Maria Carolina, I think she's the big danger, this filly with the scratching of Southern Cape. She's second run, ran a very good race last time. I liked her a lot last time. And she just wasn't quite up to it. She got run out of it at the death. But the second run is a syndrome that I really always worry about. Let's Not Linger looks third best. Race 6, Marula Sprint. This is a very nice race, 1,200 meters. And it's a non-black type listed race. And I like the look of Captain Fontaine. I think he's the right horse. And the horse he's got to beat is number 5, Pearl of Asia. So 5 and 9, they look like the two will fight it out. Have a very close look at Aqua Bolt. This horse is an improver. And the stable rider, Carty, rides him. Inspiring, not really. African Skyline. He's been a revelation. He's really come well, this horse. But I think of the puller runners, you've got to be with Captain Fontaine. So that's the way I'm going. Ishnana, he's always interesting horses. But he's obviously very good and been very well placed. Won 10 races for the Puller outfit. Race 7, fillies and mares handicap. They go 1,000 meters. The horse I found here is number 2, Kalula. Now the interesting thing is that the 2 horses at the top of the betting boards are Kalula and the stablemate Warship. Warship gets Rachel. It might be appointed to it being the better of the 2, but I think Kalula's a better filly. And gets a 2.5 claim at Kalula. In the same ownership as well, so lots to have a close look at. The Miller coupling, 3 and 4 Sabatini. Sweep Symphony looks like the best, but second run after the rest. one of those races. Looks like it between those, or could end up being very open. Race 8, merit rated handicap, 87, 1400 meters. And I'm going with the Roberts Runner Patronage. I think there's very good value at 6-1. I think this horse is quite a good horse. He looks like he's better on the poly, but he's got some good runs on the turf. And I think that he's pretty well placed as well. Camora looks like an obvious danger. He's extremely well placed. And this race looks like it's absolutely made for him. But then be careful of Bend the Rules. Gets a 3-point penalty for winning last time. And the find of the race got to be AJ's captain, number 9. This horse might improve quite a lot with the blinkers. So have a close look at that. Well, there we have it. Scottsville, 8-race program. Should be a bit of fun. And certainly there's a few opportunities there from me, James Goodman, and the Interbet team. Have a great day's racing.